Well, welcome into this second game of the afternoon, Friday time slot. If you're just joining us from that previous game that went all the way to the death, golden goal extra time. Quick turnaround for us here, but we are ready for some more action. Still trying to breathe after the way that one ended. Credit to the Silverbacks and the Olympians for playing out that thrilling contest. As we head into another divisional matchup. Of course, the first 3 weeks of the season always involving some amount of divisional rivalries being played out. As it is this time the Oregon Orcas in their home opener against the Hawaii Voyageurs. Tough start for the Voyageurs, playing their second start on the road. Here is the Orcas starting lineup. The big news, of course, Edmund Hron, the rookie goalkeeper, is in the starting lineup. Kievan Garmani benched after letting in 8 goals in their opening game last week. This is going to be interesting to see how Hron plays. It's early. We know they wanted to get him into the team at some point this season, but week 2 is quick, so we'll have to see how the rookie can adapt if he's ready for the big stage. Question for the Voyageurs going to this one. Obviously, their first overall pick in the draft, first pick of the entire draft, Reynaldo Rosario Nunez, is on the bench again. So, tale of 2 sides of the same coin here. Voyageurs opting to keep things the way it was, and the Orcas looking for a change. And given the score lines from both the teams, I think we can understand why that's the case. Of course, the Voyageurs were in that game against the Banshees. They miss a penalty and end up losing 3-1 on the road. They're on the road again here. It's the Orcas. We'll have to see if that 8-0 defeat was just a fluke, Kodiak's brilliance, or the Orcas just not being ready for the season. We'll have to see how they get on here in front of their home fans. As here is Kamrai Shakir. Gets the ball rolling for us here in Portland. I think the first step for this team, obviously other than limiting the total goals conceded to less than 8, would be getting a goal. Obviously makes the defeat even more humiliating. They were shut out as well in record-setting fashion. The highest ever scoring clean sheet in the National Soccer League, 8-0. Here are the Voyageurs right away. In that game against the Kodiaks, it was obvious there was just so much space in behind on the flanks and the wing-back positions for the Orcas. Let's see if they can make an adjustment here, prevent those runners from getting in behind early on. But they've got the ball here with Yomba. Shakir, clean link-up play. It's Tembakwa Yomba! It's a great save from Lance Chalmers. Much more positive signs from the Orcas, though. And it's Lance Chalmers, the man they bring in from the Thunderbirds. Long-term serving goalkeeper, kind of a surprising decision. Thunderbirds decided they need to make a change. Chalmers showing he's still got something to give at this top level here in the goal for the Voyageurs. Here's Jordan Wilson, what a save from Tembakwa Yomba! It's Chalmers again, it's another corner. Actually, looks like maybe this one's a goal kick this time. Voyageurs fans applauding their goalkeepers. 2 saves in the opening 5 minutes. That was a fine one. Full stretch on the ground. It is not an easy stop to make. Again, certainly an improvement. Granted, just about anything is an improvement from an 8-0 shutout. But promising signs from the Orcas thus far as Yomba lines one up, blocked by Kilpevics. Free agent center back acquired this offseason from the Terminators. Nice scores, pardon me. So Arcadia finally gets this ball clear as far as Derrier. That's a nice interchange there. Mingo Morrison can fly down this left-hand side now, some space in behind. We saw this a lot last week. Morrison cutting it back. Nice leave. Van Overeem tried to finish on the overlap there and chose to shoot. Orcas getting back just in time. It's Petrovil. Yomba on it again. He's been lively this opening 12 minutes or so. Link-up plays looking really crisp here for the Orcas. Fans cheering them on. Shakir with a little nutmeg. But unable to get through on the other side. It's now the Voyageurs looking to seem to be set up to break on the counterattack here with Erdogan. Nice move from Erdogan. He's still going here. Munir Erdogan into the area, and it's the replacement center back, Jordan Wilson, who was in for the incumbent starter, Michael Levitas, who was injured funny enough to add insult to injury in that 8-0 loss week 1. It's worse, their starting center back goes off with an injury. He'll be out for 3 weeks. But Jordan Wilson showing to be a capable backup so far, as here's Erdogan. Nice move from him. It's Gilberto Souza. He's got the easy pass. It's Konstantin Hennig. It's 1-0. The Orcas on the ropes again already. Against the run of play. They're caught out on the counter. It's a great ball from Gilberto Souza, and then Hennig has the easy task of tapping in. Lovely bursting run through the line there from Gilberto Souza, the captain. Just what they needed. Voyageurs have their first lead of the season. Orcas still looking for that first goal of the season. Hennig makes it 2 goals in 2 games. Great start from the Voyageurs here. Konstantin Hennig, the player, just scored there, as Derrier is injured. Have to see if he's able to continue in this game. So far he's staying on the field, limping a little bit. Not sure what the injury was, I didn't see it real time. As here's Van Overim, leaving it for Souza! What a save from Edmund Hahn! Well, he conceded his first shot faced, although there was nothing he could do about that first one. This one, how about the save from the rookie keeper? Well, he's certainly going to be tested. This porous Orcas back line, giving up lots of shots. Here's a corner kick from Mingo Morrison, drilled deep. Kent Reveal getting it clear. Hennig for Derrier. It's Hennig again. It's Gilberto Souza, and he was offside. Take nothing away. Edmund Cron still getting down to make the save. It was a good stop. Well, Hennig, the goal scorer, go back to him real quick. 15 appearances last season, 6 goals, 2 assists. He's got 2 in his first 2 games, off to a strong start. This Voyageurs team, again, with this whole Voyageurs front line of Hennig, Morrison, and Derrier. Obviously, there's going to be questions circling around their future with the team, with the drafting of Reynaldo Rosario Nunez with that #1 overall pick. Once again, as we're seeing with Edmund Hahn on the Orcas, it's just a matter of time how long before he takes over in that starting role. Came on as a substitute late last week. Now, we'll have to see how long Derrier can continue in this one. Looks like he's maybe shaken off that injury for now. So here's Conrad through the lines. Shakir. Conrad again. Herivier. Just slowing down a little bit in this final third. Orcas, Voyageurs really packing it in there in the 18-yard box. Chance to break on the counter again. Here's Van Overim, Gilberto Souza. Now Van Overim. Hennig. And against Thomas Mills, dishing it off for Souza, and Marshall Carl blocks the shot. Derrier, nice cutback. Erdogan, Souza, 2-0! It's 2! The Hawaii Voyageurs, as the boos rain down from the home fans. The captain who got the assist on the first goal, Gilberto Souza, now chipping in with a goal of his own. And the Voyageurs putting on a masterclass on the road here, soaking up that pressure like a sponge, breaking on the counter smartly. No chance again, Edmund Hahn. Too quick. Great finish from Souza. Just wraps his foot around that ball. Lashes it past Tron in the net. And once again, the Orcas are backs against the wall. 2-0 at home this time. They have got to get something figured out defensively. Really all across the field. They still haven't scored this season. One of only 2 teams to be shut out last week. The Orcas were one, and the other was the Golden Horde. To see high expectations for this Orcas offense with Shakir and Yomba leading the line. Has not turned into results, has not translated off of paper so far this season. So here is Yomba. Rivier. Caught up by Kilboix. Again, he's proving to be a real revelation in the back there for the Voyageurs. We've seen it with the Silverbacks and the Orcas. Oh dear, there's a rash challenge from Petroville. It's a red card! It's Yuri Petroville. And it has just not been going his way this season. That is a reckless tackle. We're going to see a substitute Alex Bragan is coming on for Camry Shakir. Yeah, the Orcas down 2 goals already. Decided to take off a striker and bring on a replacement for Petroville. That is a horrible decision. Making matters worse for his team. That is not something you can afford to be doing. Already down 2 goals. It could get much worse here, as it did in week 1. Edmund Hron is going to have a tough afternoon ahead of him. Gary Petroville, high expectations of him moving into a starting role this season. Really, really disappointing first 2 games for him, and now he'll have to sit out the next one. I wonder how much of a factor was frustration in that foul boiling over. Hearing the boos from the home fans. There's a crunching tackle. Referee's not given the advantage there. It's a strange choice, and Yamba letting him hear it. So Orcas bring on Alex Bragan. Came in off the bench last week as well. He looked lively. Let's see if he can contribute. Yamba had him in and didn't pass him the ball. Frank Christopoulos. Rivier. And cut up by Arcadia. Christopoulos again. A lot of action on the edge of the area here for the Orcas, but it's again just not leading to any chances. As Erdogan fires one forward for Hennish to chase. Taking on Jordan Wilson. Thomas Mills sweeps it up. Wilson able to keep that one in. Looks like the Orcas will head into the half, only down 2, but also down to 10 men. Again, really disappointing start to this season for them. To see if there's some kind of answer, but again, down to 10 in the opening half. It's never a spot you want to be in. As we look now at our player highlight as we go into halftime, Gilberto Souza. 3 shots on target, 1 goal, 1 assist. It's been a great half for the captain. Great half for the Voyageurs. But it is 2-0 to the visitors at halftime here in Portland. We'll be right back your way in just a moment with second half action. Welcome back from the broadcast booth to this second early afternoon game in week 2 from the National Soccer League. And seeing now on our screen, there was a half card issued to Brandon Kilbovics at halftime. I have no idea what the cause was behind that, but he has been booked. Here's Mingo Morrison looking to get his first goal this season. And Marshall Carl stepping in to prevent that from happening. Get the sense there's going to be a lot of defending on the cards for the Orcas here, down to 10 men. Voyageurs may be smelling blood in the water, chance to get forward, get some goals. Of course, Orcas losing by 8 last week. Voyageurs may be looking to pour it on here, but here are the Orcas getting forward now. It's cut out by Lancer that time. Lancer strong. Derrier injured in that first half. He's still on the field for now. Gives that one away. It's Bryce Conrad who can carry forward with the Orcas. Erdogan back doing his part defensively. He's had a good shift today. Of course, the story with him, he did miss his first ever, well, let me rephrase it, his first ever failed penalty attempt last week. Here's Aubrey Navarrete, he's in behind, and Edmund Hron with a big stop. He's barking mad at the defenders, but I don't think there was much they could really do there. There's nobody back, it was a 3-on-1, and the defender kind of just had to keep backing off there. This is an interesting change. See Hennish off for Cabrera again, but Jordan Bankhead, the rookie second-round pick, on for the Orcas for Bryce Conrad. And in reality, it's been a disappointing game, a disappointing start to the season for him. So we'll have to see if the rookie Bankhead can bring some energy to this team. We saw Hennish off for Cabrera in 1, instead of bringing on Rosario Nunez. Interesting choice again, becoming more of a trend or a pattern now than a one-time thing, as Hron slipped on that clearance and it did not get very far. We'll collect that one now. ends up being harmless. So here's Perivier. And just not there again as the Voyageurs can carry this on. A nice turn from Gilberto Souza. Erdogan's got some space in behind here. It's opening up in the back. I think that might have taken a deflection. Not sure. We wait for the referee's decision. It looks like it is a goal kick. Well, obviously not the position you want to be in your home opener. Down to 10 men, down 2 goals. Still haven't scored this season. Good to see a substitute now. It's Quinn Roberts off for Reno. And Karl-Heinz Schneider making an appearance. For the Voyageurs, no Reynaldo Rosario Nunez on still. Interesting choice from the coach again here. 2 players in that front line subbed off. Either making a play for the rookie first round overall pick. Perhaps a bit of a storyline brewing here in Portland. Maybe something. Oh dear, as there's straight away Heinz Schneider involved. Poor challenge. I think he's lucky there. It's only a yellow. That was an awful tackle from the big man from Germany. Again, maybe something. No Reynaldo Rosario Nunez, top quality player, #1 overall pick, expected to be a starter week 1. It ends up not being used till the dying embers of the game. Maybe there was some kind of an altercation with the coaching staff. He is on the bench today, so obviously nothing too major, but maybe just teaching him a lesson about respect, putting him in his place, reminding them that he's still only 18 years old. They want to take their time with him, not rush his starting lineup status. This is a nice turn from Roberts. It's into Jordan Bankhead, the rookie. His first touches are clean. To Perivier. Christopoulos looking to get in behind. From Bankhead! What a stop from Chalmers! The rookie second-round pick, Jordan Bankhead, nearly making himself a hometown hero instantly off the bench. Lance Chalmers denies him that honor. Here is Cabrera. Karl-Heinz Schneider feeding it into Cabrera. One-on-one! Edmund Hron with another big stop. And here's Jordan Wilson. Just having to help this one clear. His fans again unhappy with the team performance, obviously. Bankhead will throw this one in for the Orcas. Well, he's looked lively since coming on, and again, it seems like at the very least the Orcas have found a way to stop the bleeding. Here's Yomba. Nice turn from Dimbakwe Yomba. It's Bankhead on the ball again. And Perivier. Looking for options left and right. Had some. Dwelt on the ball just a bit too long here. And Van Overeem off to the races. It's got Heinz Schneider in behind as well. Picks out Karl-Heinz Schneider. Shirley, what a save, Edmund Hron! Well, the rookie goalkeeper, despite letting in 2 goals, it could have been much, much worse. And that is a tremendous stop from the 18-year-old, showing what he is all about, the top-rated goalkeeper in this class, proving his worth to this team. Here's Erdogan with the short corner. Nicely worked for Cabrera, clipping it in, and Hron will claim that. Dominant display in the second half from him. Can we talk about those 2 goals conceded, especially the first goal? Really nothing you can do. Defenders let him down. Free runner at the back post. Tap in. Second goal was about 10 yards out with an unmarked finish again. So really, I think silver lining mentality for sure, but you can take some positives away from his performance, if nothing else, in this game so far. Voyageurs looking to shut up shop here. If they can get the third, obviously they would do so with Van Overeem. Cuts it back. He's had a nice game for Erdogan, and Hron again, right on cue. Showing exactly what the Orcas paid for him. They drafted him with that 4th pick. Of course, he's got a lot of maturing and growing to do still, but showing he has got the raw talent to be one of the top keepers in this league. He's had a great second half to keep it at 2-0. 77 minutes played. Just want to do anything. They're going to need to do it now, and right as I say that, it seems like the curse of the commentator in full effect for Jordan Wilson. He commits a foul in the... Oh, yeah, it's a high boot on Van Overeem. That could have been a red card. That was a shocking challenge from Jordan Wilson. It will be a penalty for Munir Erdogan. Again, missed his first unsuccessful penalty ever in the season opener. Let's see if he can put this one in the net. And he does so. No chance for Edmund Tron on that occasion. Lashed into the bottom left corner. It's Munir Erdogan. It's 3-0. And that will get the result for the Hawaii Voyageurs on the road. I think you can say this is the result they needed. How about this finish from Erdogan? Totally different. Of course, hit the post in that week 1 penalty. Goes the other way this time. And you can't put it much better than that. Side netting, hard and low. That is the Munir Erdogan we are used to seeing from the spot. Again, to go back, Voyageurs obviously start the season with 2 on-the-road matchups against division rivals. So I think you can sit here and say, getting this result, 3 points in one of those games and a clean sheet is a really strong start to the season. Gives you some momentum going into the rest of your season. Orcas really kind of at rock bottom here, both in terms of their mentality and their place in the league table. They will be in last, regardless of how results finish this week, with that goal differential of -11, just 2 games into the season, and they have yet to score a goal. Questions all over the field for them, as Moreno trying to change that with a ball into Yomba, but Navarrete, resolute defending. Gilberto Souza finishes the job. Big man Karl-Heinz Schneider gets that one clear. Cabrera. Nice find there from Souza. It could get worse here for the Orcas. Here's Van Overim. Tired legs at the back, and Karl-Heinz Schneider goes for it himself. And he's just off the mark. Had Ron sweating, though, in his gloves. It looks like we are not going to see Reynaldo Rosario Nunez today. So, interesting storyline to watch there going forward in these opening couple weeks of the season to see how that will play out. We'll hear any comments from the coaches after this game, or from the player himself, as here comes Van Overim. Cabrera off of Wilson for a corner kick. We spoke a lot about Reynaldo Rosario Nunez. There is a story worth mentioning here. Aiden Fowley, guilty of a DUI this week. He's been suspended by the league for 4 games. Of course, a reserve player for Voyageurs. Not much impact on the day-to-day, but definitely something we want to condemn heavily here. That is not the mold of an upstanding citizen that we like to see here. Aiden Fowley has got some soul-searching to do. We'll see if he even remains on the roster after being charged with a crime like that. So here's Jordan Bankhead. He's been positive, a lone bright spot for this Orcas team since coming on. And there was another chance in for Cabrera, but Tron doing his part again. Great save. I mean, really, it could have been 8-0 again if not for him. I wonder if Garamani, what the scoreline would have looked like if he had been in the lineup. No offense to him, of course. Now, player, again, we talked about Nunez's Heinz Schneider rising high and Tron. Another good save for him. It's been an encouraging debut. Well, Simone Scavone, the other pick in this draft for the Voyageurs, is on the bench today. We've yet to see him come on as well. So maybe just kind of a pragmatic approach in general from this manager regarding the rookie players. As we wind down to the final minute of the 90 in this matchup, there's one more chance for Mingo Morrison to run at this back line. 2 players in support if he can find them. Looks like he's going to just let this one tick down. And that is it, an open and shut case. The Voyageurs dominating from the early stages. Yuri Petrovil, moment of madness, seeing red, literally and physically. Team down to 10 men, and really just never had any kind of foothold in this game as the Voyageurs get the result on the road and get a clean sheet, which we know come at a premium in this league. Great performance from them. As you can see now, the away fans applauding their team off the field. Home fans and the Orcas themselves, a lot of things to figure out as we move forward. Again, 11 goals conceded and no goals scored through the first 2 weeks. So we we'll have to see how they can adapt. That is it for our early afternoon games this Friday, but we will be back later tonight with 2 more primetime evening games. I'll leave you here for now with the full match highlights. It's been my pleasure to bring you this broadcast of the National Soccer League.